Cunningham goes in the post-game press conference and confirms what we've all known all along. This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands going on in this locker room. It turns out that Christy Sides and all those toilet paper mummy activities, all those scavenger hunt activities, the wiffle ball coming back from the Olympic break, it turned out that those stupid games actually played a big part, along with Erica Wheeler's veteran leadership, keeping this locker room, keeping this team together.
Sophie Cunningham just dropped the ultimate fever bomb. Locker rooms are divided like a bad haircut, and the front office? Straight up hiding from accountability. Who's really beefing? Who's faking smiles? Honestly, it's giving full-on reality show vibes. Halftime edition. Sophie sparked the fire, and now the whole building's up in smoke. Grab your popcorn because this tea is about to get messy and fast.
What is going on with the Indiana Fever? Is tensions mounting? Did Sophie Cunningham just expose the truth that's going on with the Indiana Fever? Is there some turmoil brewing? Is there issues in the locker room?
And we talk about this. We are circled on everybody's schedule. Everyone, no one likes us, right? So everyone in our locker room, that's the only type of people that we have that we can lean on. And we got to be better in that area. We have got to stay disciplined. We have to stay focused. We need to get consistent, and we got to lean on each other. And I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands, but you know, as one of the leaders on the team, I got to do a better job of grouping people, right?
And here we are. So now, Caitlin Clark, literally the face of everything the WNBA says it stands for, yet somehow can't protect, is still showing up, still dropping buckets, and still staying gracious in what's basically a professionally sanctioned hazing session. She's got the humility of a saint, the grind of a machine, and the patience of someone who clearly got media training straight from heaven.
Sophie Cunningham, in the post-game interview, speaks on this team and the islands within the locker room. Everybody's on their own little island. We're going to get back to that real quick. Listen to what Stephanie White said in the offseason. One of her thousands of interviews that I called out. Stop doing interviews. I want some wins. One of her 1,000 million interviews during her press run in the offseason.
And somehow she's getting treated like the problem. The math just doesn't add up. Fans aren't obsessed by accident. It's Caitlin Clark, a once-in-a-generation talent whose personality doesn't yell diva, but quietly says, "I'm here to raise the bar," all while smiling and signing autographs.
Really interesting comments from Sophie Cunningham. And yes, you kind of have to read between the lines a little bit, but I also think it is a pretty clear admission, just without detail, of what has been going on with the Indiana Fever this season. And it is not good at all. It makes it really, really difficult for teams to put together winning performances when you have all of this going on. And no, I'm not even talking about the distraction of Caitlin Clark and her injury and other things, although that plays a part as well. But she also does make a comment that I think is important in terms of who the Indiana Fever are as a team and how that makes things more difficult as well. So I want to take a listen.
People are drawn to her because she radiates normalcy and charm. The kind of decency that feels hand-delivered straight from her Midwest roots and baked into every move she makes. She's not just insanely skilled, she's genuinely good, and in today's sports world, that's basically mythical.
I'm not sure Sophie meant for it to come out like that, but it's something I have suspected for a while, maybe about 4 weeks now. It's something that Jason Whitlock jumped face first, head first into the deep end the other day on, that the locker room with the Fever, and just to keep it real, I agree with him on this. I think there are some preferences in the locker room where these young ladies differ in how they handle or how their preferences in their personal lives, and the locker room is divided.
Let's talk about what's really happening, aka the locker room, where peace is rarer than a technical foul on her attackers. The Fever front office? Rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic while their crown jewel is getting elbowed, hacked, and quietly exiled by her own teammates. Chemistry? Forget it. They're building resentment like it's an HGTV series called Flip This Roster. This isn't a personality clash. It's a full-blown civil war. Make it sports edition. Half the team would rather be benched than pass her the ball. The other half is too busy playing survivor to be useful. Let's be real, the system is a mess. This isn't development, it's derangement. It's like handing Einstein a crayon and locking him in a toddler classroom. Caitlin's court vision? Wasted on players who'd rather brick than blink her way. The game plan seems to be, ignore the obvious superstar, force low percentage shots, and hope Clark can clean it up in post-game interviews.
Watching that Sophie Cunningham thing on repeat, man. That clip where she grabbed the girl and threw her down, foul. It's a hard basketball foul, probably over the top. Of course it is, but why would it not be given the circumstances? But once she did the clinch, man, MMA fans, UFC, grappling, Muay Thai, we all know. Once you seen that clinch, it was like, okay, she just ain't no regular fucking person. She knows something. She got some skills, and I guess she has like a black belt in Taekwondo or some shit like that, which is wild. And apparently she was the kicker on a high school football team.
She doesn't need to throw chairs or drop cryptic tweets. All she'd need is a Magic Johnson move, not the smile and wave version, but the this coach goes or I go version, because that's exactly where we are. Subtlety left the building, and polite silence isn't fixing a thing. The league's cashing in on her image, the front office is pocketing the attention checks, and somehow she's still expected to smile while teammates side-eye her like she cut in line at the buffet. Let's be real, every superstar hits a moment where they either carry a broken system or break it to rebuild it. What's wild? Caitlin's restraint. Most stars in her shoes would have filed complaints, gone on a cryptic Instagram spree, and dropped an "I'm not mad, just disappointed" podcast. Caitlin? She just shows up, head down, taking hits like a pro boxer who accidentally signed up for basketball. She deserves a medal just for surviving the chaos and still being gracious.
What's interesting is everybody hates them for multiple reasons, but the one I want to talk about when she said about circled on the schedule that I think is important, because it's easy to look from the outside and be like, well, that shouldn't matter. And it shouldn't matter, but it does. And what I mean is, we're all human, and not everybody's athletes don't. They should. They get paid to. It's a job. It's a blessing.
And let's talk about the fans for a second. The ones buying overpriced tickets, rocking her jersey, dragging skeptical boyfriends to games, and turning the Clark effect into an economic stimulus. They're not just here for basketball. They're here because she's rare. Excellence with kindness, fame with humility, stardom without the ego. She makes people believe in sports again, like it's more than drama and marketing stunts. And yet, she's stuck in a situation where the very institution cashing in on her is too cowardly to protect her. And spare us the "she's a rookie" excuse. At some point, you stop pretending this is just another rookie and start acknowledging your league's golden goose. Right now, that goose is getting cooked. She needs support. Not just the "you got this" girl type, but real structural support. A coaching philosophy that actually uses her strengths, teammates who want to win instead of sabotage, and a front office that remembers their job isn't just managing cap space, it's managing the team dynamic.